What's going on, LinkedIn? So, today let's talk about the 10 big ideas that'll change our world in 2025, according to LinkedIn News Asia. I will post the link to the original article in the comments and then the link to the post that let me see that in the comments as well. So, first, I want to talk about the three common themes that I noticed in the list, and then I want to talk about three main points that I feel will have the biggest impact in the next year, and they all seem pretty impactful like if they go through, but I'm going to focus on three that really stand out to me, and then two honorable mentions. So some of the common themes I see are: one, taking care of employees, keeping the younger generation in mind, like Gen Z. I'm a millennial, so I don't know if I count as the younger generation, but you know it still matters. It still matters. Wellness is a common theme, and then the benefits of AI. So the first 3 points are: one, a workplace as personalized as Netflix. So this is one of the big ideas that you know they're predicting will have a big impact, and I feel that way too. So a workplace as personalized as Netflix. Global growth will hinge on how we support workers, and companies will move beyond the paycheck. So with those three big ideas in mind, that already shows you that taking care of employees and keeping wellness in mind is a big thing to people nowadays, and I see it. So I'm on LinkedIn pretty often, just about every day, and I always see about people talking about taking care of your mental health and doing this and that to make sure that you're okay. People want to go to work and feel good at work. I've worked in places where it feels like crap when you walk in and they don't care. Well, they say they care, but they don't do everything to support you. You know what I mean? They don't have someone you can talk to really work through things. HR hears your problems and they tell you to just shrug it off, or your so-called senior leadership tells you to just shrug it off and let problems go and things like that. Or if you tell them a situation at work is stressing you out, they don't really do anything for it. So I've seen a lot of posts where people are saying, "Hey, these are the signs of a toxic workplace. This is what a workplace can do, management can do, leadership can do to make work easier for employees, because that's what people want." And I know that Gen Z is not having that. Me as a millennial, I recently learned, maybe within the past 3 years or so, that yeah, I'm not taking it. I'm not just gonna sit here and let things slide anymore. And I mean, I've always known that, like, if something's not right, I'm gonna speak up about it. But I swallowed it. Like, I just took it. You know what I mean? Like, I need this job, so I'm just gonna be quiet. But nowadays, especially as a coach, like, I'm not dealing with that anymore. So yeah, people really care about how you treat them at work. That's why it says in point six, the big idea number six, companies are going to move beyond the paycheck, because coaching, professional development, um, yoga classes, maybe, I don't know. It depends on how the companies are going to. They'll probably run some kind of survey with their staff and see what kind of things they need. And these mental what do you call it, mental health benefits, these things are important to us nowadays. Like a few years ago, it was still like a new thing. Like, mental health wasn't at the forefront, but now it is, especially at the workplace. Let's see. Global growth will hinge on how we support workers. That's true, because if your workers aren't happy, what are they going to do? They're going to leave. you know they're gonna leave. And I've worked at enough jobs to where I feel like, yeah, I'm not just gonna work at any old job. If people are lacking empathy or reasoning and they act like they don't care, they seem like they don't care, then I don't want to work. So that's why I focus more on my business. I'm a founder and a CEO of my own business, the Top Hat Enterprise, TM. And I feel great being able to embrace that, with all of the having seen such poor leadership and having seen so many employees be treated badly, or you know even just the fact that I was treated this way, how are they going to treat others? That made me embrace my role as a founder and a CEO when I went to other interviews, because when I was at an interview, I'll look at the leadership who's interviewing me, and if they can't be on the level with me, then I feel like it's not even worth being there, because I can do your job better because I have the proper qualities of a leader. I feel like I have the proper qualities, empathy and whatnot, and people care about that nowadays, and they should. Hopefully, people care about that in general, and I would hope that people try to care about that more. So again, coming back to a workplace personalized like Netflix, that's Netflix, and that's the first point that they mentioned. So yeah, it all works together. Like, you take care of your employees, and there's gonna be growth. Your employees are less likely to leave unless they really want to have their own business and do something for themselves. However, when they leave, if they leave, they'll be able to say, "Hey, this workplace was great. You know, if there's anything you need, I would say contact them because they actually care. Or if there's a friend they have and they're looking for work, hey, go work here. This is a great place." So yes, I feel like global growth will hinge on how we support workers and taking care of employees. Biggest theme. And keeping the younger generation in mind, because they're here, they're here, and they make it known, and they're not taking any mess either. They're gonna say how they feel for the most part. I'm speaking generally. I know some people are different. Everybody's different. However, the younger generation, they're like, it's good to see them speaking out on things. You know, and yeah, people keeping wellness in mind too. Now let's go down to the honorable mentions. So the point or big idea number 8 that LinkedIn News Asia mentioned is telesurgery. Man, if that goes through, like if that really gets like big and it works, then that's gonna change everything. Because I see that they've already done, what was it, a surgery in China, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. But we'll go into that. So like, yeah, doing remote surgery. Yeah, it was Shanghai. A Shanghai surgeon performed a lung cancer operation on a patient 5,000 kilometers away using a 5G enabled robot. And this is coming directly from the article, which I'll uh, link in the comments. But yeah, like, can you imagine? Because sometimes we have there's accidents that go on. People need immediate surgery, and what if the doctor's like far away? What if there's a center that the doctor can go to that's closer, and then it's like, okay, get me prepped for surgery. Like, let's prep everything, and then the team at the actual site where the surgery needs to be done, they can already prep things, and then the doctor's ready to go. That would save so many lives, I feel. Like, just imagine, because time is ticking when you go through some major trauma. If you need a major surgery ASAP, time's ticking. There's not time to be riding across town, or waiting for a helicopter, an emergency helicopter or whatever, to get where you need to go. And I'm thinking like outside the box. I don't know if doctors are gonna hop on a helicopter and be like, "Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go." But yeah, telesurgery definitely is gonna change things and be a big impact. And that's again tying back into wellness, the other common theme. And then the next honorable mention, I would say corporate employees, seeing them as influencers. And like I said, like, you have the younger generation. I'm gonna count millennials as a younger generation. Okay, no offense to the older generations, you guys are cool too, but but yeah, like, we do social media. That's what we do, and we're good at it because we grew up with it. And as a millennial, I got to see it grow. And with Gen Z, they just were there with it. So wait until, was it what's the next generation after Z? Is it Alpha? I don't remember. Don't quote me. But that's what they do. TikTok and all that. So I can already see on LinkedIn, you have people. LinkedIn posts, their staff, they share little tidbits and how to make the workplace better, how to improve your LinkedIn profile, how to network properly, things like that. And then you can see CEOs posting and whatnot, business developers. Like, so yeah, I have a friend that she posts on social media quite often. She's a millennial, but she's like at the tail end. And, she posts quite often for her team and for her workplace. And it does, bring visibility, and she does it in a fun way. She doesn't necessarily like shoot videos and stuff regarding her work, but she does post about it and say, "Hey, this is what we're doing. Come check this place out. We're partnered with such and such." So yeah, that's that's something that's just gonna be here, and it makes marketing and networking and PR more fun. Like if I can see what your team is about, if I can see, you know, that there's something of value, then of course I'm gonna be more inclined to look at your products or check out the website or whatever. So yeah, that's my perspective as a millennial founder and CEO of my own business. And I really feel like those, granted they really go into play, and I hope and believe that they will, that will definitely it will have some of the biggest impacts in 2025. So again, I'll be posting the links below. Feel free to follow. Feel free to share this video, connect, whatever. I'm here for it. And if I didn't mention it earlier, my name is Coach Robbie, CEO and founder of the Top Hat Enterprise TM. And that's all I've got to say for now. So take care. Hope you enjoyed the video.